Hello, everyone! Hi! I am audible. The stream is up. Hello, hi. Welcome to Frost and Amy. Back on Amy's Path of Exile problems.
No problems.
I'm back. I'm back. It's not a problem. You have a problem. I don't have a problem. I am back. Hello. I'm just going to be playing Path of Exile today. The new season dropped on Easter weekend. It dropped a week ago. So this is newly released of Path of Exile Necropolis. How much Necropolis I'm going to do? Different question. I wanted to do some heist. So we'll just run around. We'll just play games. For anyone that is new here, I have played a lot of this game. I would not argue I'm amazing at it. I've killed the Maven, but I do okay. And I just run other people's builds. And one day, I'll run my own. One day. Today is not that day. Today...
What is the Maven? Is that like
the Maven's
Diablo?
one of the main boss fights.
Okay. We're so ready.
Amy
We're gonna collect
up to maps.
everything.
Amy is up to maps. Because it was the Easter weekend. Alex and I were able to get reasonably far. So I am quite happy with where we're at.
Good.
What was I doing? I was heisting and then I went out.
This is some chronically online behavior I'm seeing here.
This is absolutely chronically online.
Dear God.
I had to start the stream like 1 minute late because someone wanted to trade me.
Absolutely. Yeah, like this is not the beach I recognize from Act 1.
This is not the beach I recognize from Act 1.
We've come very far from this beach.
I'll deal with all my trading later. This can all just go here for now. No, I need that.
Like all these big potions and all this wacky stuff. How's everybody else doing on a Sunday, Monday?
How's
I saw
everyone
Lane
doing?
Dixon. Welcome to Tip Jar. Thank you. Is it too warm for you guys? Is it too hot? How's the audio? Let me know.
Of course it's too hot. We're here.
We're here. Yeah, no, it is. It has been getting pretty hot. Things are warming up in Oz, I imagine.
No, cooling down.
Cooling down even more. What do you know?
It has been cooling down.
Watching my roommate make skewers now. I'm out here.
Excuse.
Just dying as I wear this polyester t-shirt that's just clinging to my body and not letting me breathe.
I'm so glad you said body and not my butt.
No,
Really
it's not a onesie.
It's clinging to my butt.
Are there like gym rompers? Is that a thing?
There are. In fact, more in the last year, they've become quite popular, which is an interesting one.
Chew might give me one. There we go. Do you have designated gym outfits? It's been a long time since I had them. I used to just be like a basketball shorts and that's it kind of guy.
Do I have designated gym outfits?
Yeah.
Oh my god, so many. Frost.
So many. Do they coordinate? Are they inspired by games?
Fam, they're not inspired by games. Unlike yours, which was obscene, which was the what's its name?
A Crash Bandicoot. So
because
good.
the amount of people. Because again, for anyone new, I also teach group fitness as well as being a game dev. Weird combination. The amount of people I have had come to a class in shorts is way more than I wish it was.
I mean, they're roomy. What do you want? I get big shorts though, right? There's plenty of room in them. You can't have tight denim and do squats. You're just asking for problems.
I've seen it, Frost. That's the thing you don't understand. I have seen it.
Okay, never mind. They're just breaking them in, I guess. Every goddamn time. Poor Thrash. 2 out of 4 Helldivers missions crashed on me at extraction, but I think you still get the stuff, so like you're fine, you know.
Now you know what's interesting. Alex had some real issues with his graphics card.
Yeah.
And Helldivers was weirdly the only game that worked fine for him. Anyway, he got a new graphics card. He now has a 4080 Super.
Low on mana.
Oh god, he just can't help himself.
It was so bad. I have never really seen Alex angry. Oh, I saw that man angry.
Oh no, with his graphics card or with the game?
With his graphics card, because his games were crashing every few minutes. Now, PoE every now and then, like there'll be some issues. He ended up realizing some of his issues were delirium. Which is one of the past league contents, which is wild, absolutely wild that was doing.
I was like, him? I thought it was like a medical condition.
No, Yeah, it was one of the league contents. Go away.
Hello, Ian. How are we?
Stop.
Amy sounds a lot like one of my favorite characters in Adventures 9.
Stop
Yeah,
it!
sounds just like Mortimer.
You're too kind. In fact, I do sound like Mortimer Ruffles with everyone smile.
There you go.
The half-roguish... No, what is it? I can't remember what he says because he does say something different.
He's a part of everything, is he not? He's
He's
just
part
a
of
mix of everything.
It's part of everything. And obviously he does say something slightly different in season 4. So I don't remember.
There you go.
So I don't remember.
Lord Reffa wears Speedos and nothing else for a workout. Yeah, on the Peloton.
No, don't Frost. No!
Speedos on the Peloton.
Have you watched It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
Which one? Yes, I've seen too much of it. Yes.
The one?
The one episode.
The one with the bike? Yeah. So I'm like, you can't say that. Yeah, I'm like, you can't say that.
The bike. Yeah, Max Bike. Yeah, I know exactly. Cusco's Poison. Max Bike. Yeah. Absolutely. Oh God. With just a Speedo, to help you out there. And Andy with the 50 pesos. Hello, Amy. Hello, Frost. Hello, chat. How are you all this fine day? Doing lovely, Andy. It's a little warm in here, compa. A little warm. Messing with me.
It's meant to be getting cold here. It's quite hot.
Yeah, no. This is global warming. This trade-off. What's up? What's up, Sean? No clothes allowed at the gym. No, you don't want that.
No one wants that. I don't want that.
You can't have. No, can't be out there free birding. That's too much.
So I got that one. So now I need to come down here for that one. Fuck, maybe I should go for the scarab notes. That's the whole point of me doing these maps.
That's why we're here.
That can stay. That is fine. That is what it is. Imagine no clothes allowed at the gym. I don't know how I'd feel about that. Like I'm at the gym so much.
I don't know how I feel about that. I don't. Okay, like the old guys in the gym locker room are already comfortable enough. I don't need them to be that unrestricted out on the main floor doing jumping jacks. Like no.
This is one of the dumbest things I will ever say. But as a fitness instructor who teaches a lot of cardio and a lot of body attack, for anyone that does know what that is, one of my greatest fears is having a man come to the class named Jack, who's new to the gym and then has no idea why I keep yelling out his name. Because instead of saying jumping jack, you shorten yourself and you say Jack. Like you start by saying jumping jack.
Yeah.
But then later on, you just start saying Jack, just because it's faster to get out and it's easier for people to understand. They hear one word, they can understand the one word. But what if that's your name, and then it's just confusing? It is one of my deepest held fears.
Yeah, you just gotta swap them, turn them to JJs or something different, or give Jack a different nickname, and they'll think you're weird because it's already short,
And then everyone's just confused.
All right, we just call them something else now. With jumping jacks, you need the restriction. You can't just be jumping around. Exactly. Like you
that is very true.
What's the build here? We got a little. Let's see here. We got 2 health potions. I want you to explain it.
What am I doing? What is my build for?
Right. We got 2 health potions. We got 2 mana pots. A little stamina action on here.
The funny thing is, you're really
calling
out my shame. I am hopeless with flasks.
Like this is, she's not even using them, doesn't even need them. We got, let's see, a 428 shield, a little bit of life so far. Not the tankiest thing, dodging through. I'm seeing some cicadas. I don't know, your little worm larvae kind of helping you out here. I'm seeing a staff.
I want to see if we can figure
Christ, tell me that's a skin. If that's a skin, then I feel okay not knowing. Whatever it is you're wearing right now, because I got like 8 crystals around your body, 2 pets. This is clearly a
the crystals aren't an outfit. The crystals are power charges and endurance charges.
This is a caterpillar druid, if I ever did see one.
A caterpillar druid, chat.
Yeah. Now, looking at the abilities, I see some bare feet. We're being a little shameful out here.
I am not wearing bare feet.
Your first ability on your left mouse click is 2 bare feet. Oh my
god, that's...
That is just feet. That's the Quentin Tarantino build. Absolutely. Unmistakable. On the Q and the W, you got two dudes running in the same direction towards each other, so this nullifies it. It actually does nothing. We've doubled up in the E and the R. It looks like I don't know what this is. Looks like some kind of Navi symbol, and of course a snowflake on the T because it's Christmas almost. Nah, this is, if anything, it's the caterpillar druid or the elven druid. Final answer.
Okay, so I am playing explosive traps.
That was like my third
I am
guess.
playing Zizaran's explosive trap build. I liked your explanation.
But of course, is that what the E and the R are? Are those the traps?
No, they are. No, so my right click is my traps.
Okay.
My E and my R are the same thing, but they're a debuff. They're a curse.
All right. A bunch of debuffs and whatnot. I was close. This is a very uncommon build. That's why it fooled me. Vintage, one might say. Everyone should have the right to bare feet. Yeah, within reason.
It's a monster slain one. Oh, maybe I don't want to be here.
But
I haven't bothered re-gearing yet because I wanted to get some more money so I could like properly gear.
Mm-hmm.
And so my damage isn't like shit hot.
Surprised you have enough resistance to not needing flash. Well, if you're just moving around, you don't.
I
get hit,
always
you're
have
fine.
enough resistance to never need flasks. I'm not putting myself through that kind of pain.
I love flasks.
To be fair, I am meant to have I think a silver and something else on. I'm like, I'll deal with that later. And it's slightly more important when I eventually get my lightning coil.
Oh. Wait, what'd you break?
Oh no, nothing. That's so interestingly, the ultimatum mechanic is quite interesting because they were actually able to add a pause in the game, and then everyone was like, well, why can't you just add this everywhere? So that in between rounds, when he offers you the ultimatum, the most incredible thing I will never forget about the ultimatum trailer, because I do have a bit of a soft spot for ultimatum because from memory, it was the first league I worked there for its full dev cycle on. And one of the things I will never forget is we saw the first cut of the trailer and then Bex just goes, shit. And we go, what? And she goes, the first line of it is YOLO. And we were like, wait, what? And then we watched it again and we're like, oh God, it literally is you only live once, Exile. And we were like, we got away with this. Like, we were like,
wow.
How did we not see that?
Somebody paid me for this. A good question here, though. The game looks massive. Where does a new player even start? First off, do not be intimidated by Amy. She's a no-lifer. Did this over the Easter weekend, right?
Don't be intimidated by Amy. She's just a no-lifer.
There is a nice,
that's good advice.
Easy onboarding curve. Do not be intimidated by her glamour.
It's a tricky one to answer. I don't want to deal with any of those.
The
I'm just
safe
take my
choice.
rewards. I don't think they're worth anything, but I'm going to take them anyway. Whee! Oh God.
Oh dear.
As a new player, it's really tricky because you do almost need a friend. You almost need a friend to help you get through those earlier parts. One of the best things I can recommend, though, from having played them more recently, like if you are an experienced gamer and you have played other games before, like, it is okay. You will do better at this game than you would think. Oh, don't say you'll play Diablo 4. Don't do that. Don't do
You
that.
can get it on Game Pass for free, bro. Who's paying for Diablo? Let me
Don't
tell you.
pay.
Also, I got it on Game Pass and the bum doesn't work, so I'm like, all right, enough of you.
But yeah, like, totally. I think if you want to wait until PoE 2, I think that is absolutely valid. Like, not even a question in my mind. That is a very, very reasonable thing to do.
Yeah, man, I'll tell you what. It's almost unfortunate because at the start you will essentially be on your own. If you click on any kind of stream like you did here, these dudes are like already near the end, right?
Uh-huh.
If you watch any build videos, these are guys who have like everything sorted out already. So if anything, it's not that intimidating. As someone who has started Act 1 at least 7 times, it's always been pretty simple.
The the best build guides for beginners, I will always argue, are Zizarans. I am doing a Zizaran build at the moment just because I really like how simply he breaks down. Like, I have a lot to do. So I like to do a different build most leagues. I'll often do a second build. But his are typically really easy to follow as a new player. Now, there is going to be some level of understanding. But he has some really great, like, league start videos, which are about 5 hours long, which I know that's wild, but you play along with him for that 5 hours. And even though he's going at a faster pace, it helps you kind of move better, and then you can just pause as you need to take in more information. And so I do really highly rate Ziz's stuff, particularly for a new player.
So you like the Carl Sagan, the Path of Exile? Nice. Happy to see you. Explains the fundamentals. A little play along, a little Bob Ross action.
Yeah, pretty much.
Play along at home.
And I think that's really neat.
Adorable.
I think that's really neat.
Got those right there. D4 kick W. D4 kick. See, if nothing else, Diablo 4 definitely ARPG for beginners. And if you go like this is neat, but it itches something, then you can go on
then
a PoE.
You can come here. Yeah. Then come here.
Or if you don't want to spend the money, you can start here now.
Yeah.
And be like, why would I ever pay money for video games? But then you realize that paying for stuff is actually the addiction and not gaming. So there's pros and cons.
That hurt.
Oh no.
Yes.
I'll have to watch some and dive in one day. I like Diablo 2, but not played ever since then. See, I keep hearing that
if you
Path
like
of Exile leans
D2,
closer to D2. Yeah.
This was more D2. PoE 2 is a whole different beast. Having played it at ExileCon last year, it is a very different experience. And so I actually do get why they've kept this one around when 2 drops as its own separate thing, because I do think they're going to have very different play feels. My theory is when PoE 2 drops, people will say this is actually what the next generation of an ARPG looks like, that's taken its influences from around it and built it into what a game should be. I genuinely do believe that with all my heart.
Everybody.
And it looks incredible. Like, have you seen those bosses they've been showing?
You say the bosses, are they looking at like the trees, the grass? I'm like, whoa. Never have to go outside ever again. Path of Exile 2 will give me a fresh start with my fellow noobs. Oh yeah, I'm on that. I'm on that. Especially now, I feel like I'm committing to this games as a service lifestyle. This free to play, always online. It's terrible. I'm gonna
I
get the gout.
said to a woman at the gym yesterday as I was leaving. She's a friend.
Sure.
Because we were talking about my job. It's very sweet. Because she was posting a photo of because their kids had to do like a what you want to be when you grow up, and they wrote video game producer, and I'm like, they only know that profession exists because that's what her like teacher at the gym is. And I was like, that is so beautiful to me. I just thought that was the absolute best.
It's adorable. I always love that, like, you have this relationship with your class where it's like, yeah, I do this, and they're very supportive of you, it seems, but while not understanding what you do.
Oh, absolutely.
That's nice. I don't tell people I'm a gamer outside of work. Even around other gamers. Like at the grocery store, this girl was absolutely like going on about how she couldn't wait to get off her shift to go play Stray. I'm like, of all the things, right? And she was just like, oh, and it makes me tense, and it's such a cool little game, and oh, it gives me anxiety. And then the other bros at the other checkout are like, yeah, PC gaming, bro. Can't wait to get home and play some Helldivers. And I'm like, yeah, I don't play games.
I don't play video games. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, I'd rather, then just keep the conversation going and be like, oh, what is PC gaming? What is that?
What is that? What is PC gaming?
What content are you looking to farm after doing Atlas completion, Amy?
After Atlas completion, a heist and maybe a little bit of ultimatum. I'm not too. I will be better at more ultimatum. I didn't play much last league, so I didn't get my ultimatum fix. I am, dare I say it, I am a big heist enjoyer. Controversial. I want to see if I can get an alternating scepter because that's actually what I need for this build, and they're reasonably expensive. And it's an item you can only get from heist. So, I like heist. I find it enjoyable. I find it very funny. Like, I love going and prepping a heist and then the characters talking to each other. I'm like, man, he did such a good job. He did such a good job.
Challenger.
Protect the altar. Oh, we'll do like
and shards abound.
We'll do a few of these.
We'll do a few rounds. But yeah, so I want to spec in so that I'm less likely to get the altar and things I don't
Fire
want.
seeks what it will.
Tragedy.
So a little bit of ultimatum would be neat. I think Alex was going to do some Forbidden Sanctum because he's never really played Forbidden Sanctum. So he just respect into
The flames race toward you.
Summon Raging Spirits so that he could do some of that. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. That's fun. That's noxious.
No small talk with the normie gamer plebs. No, they're not the plebs. I think anyone who still has their gaming innocence needs to be protected at all
They
costs.
need to be protected at all costs, and we as no-lifers should help protect them
Yeah.
at all costs. Absolutely.
Yeah, no, I am literal poison to those people, and I try to defend
Absolutely.
them from me. Where it's just, they don't need to know that, like, hey, yeah, you can quit your job and do this kind of stuff, or like, I could, the amount of gaming I've done in the past month, you'd overdose and
Oh,
end
yeah.
up in the hospital.
Oh, yeah.
They don't need to know that kind of stuff. Like, if I envy them, if anything.
I don't know if you have the same experience as me, Cross. Do you
I
ever
hate-
do a survey? Like, if a game asks you to do a survey, and then they
Sure.
ask you how many hours a week you play? I hate it. I'm like, I'm happy to answer all of your questions, but this, not this.
Yeah. Oh god. Yeah.
Because
Ooh.
I play, obviously, a lot of like Genshin and Hoyo, and hell, I'm playing
Yeah.
AFK Journey. I am part of the problem. And so I love doing their surveys because they're like, we will give you mad rewards. And I'm like, that's all I needed to do your survey. It's only going to take me 5 minutes of my life. I'll do your survey.
Yeah.
And it's hilarious to me. Because, yeah, I don't want them to ask me how much I play. Because then they'll be like, have you finished or completed the following? And I'm like, yes, yes, oh god, yes. Like, you just have to keep ticking the answer yes, and you're like, this is the worst.
Yeah,
This is
you
the
do
worst.
feel like you're being, it's just
I'm being
self-flagellation,
judged.
right? It's like an interrogation of sorts, and doesn't feel comfortable. We're just like, so how often do you game? And they'll do something
Yes.
like no, it's like two, just yes. You got like 1 to 2 hours, 2 to 4 hours, 6 hours, and then they do the like 7 hours
15
plus.
Yeah,
Nah,
7 plus.
You wish. It's always
wish.
like, just you wish that they would go to like, 15 maybe. No, you're always at the plus. Everything they ask you,
You're always
on
at the plus. Yes. Yes.
I was
You
like, oh
understand.
my
You
God.
understand my pain.
Yeah, no, and nothing makes you reconsider like those surveys that maybe you put a little too much time into gaming.
Separate gripe, also related to forms, and maybe people flying back into America won't know this, but I imagine other countries, much like Australia, understand this. You know when you have to fill in the like re-entry forms into the country?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so this one annoys me. The Australian ones almost doesn't have enough letters for you to even write Australia in it. Like, what's your nationality? I'm like, Australian. And it takes up every box. And I'm like, why didn't you make it bigger? You know the majority of people are going to be writing the words Australian as the nationality on their passport. So why do you not have enough letters? Like, even when it's like, where have you come from? And you go to write New Zealand, and I'm like, I don't have enough
Where did
letters
you-
for this.
Yeah.
Like, why doesn't it have more letters? Doesn't it have more space
has
for more letters?
makes me wonder about the people who design these things where it's like just short, stout box where it's not nearly that wide, but for some reason it's super tall. I'm like, what? Who's out here writing these egregiously
Like,
vertical
who's
letters?
this?
Like, yeah, yeah, just write strayin on there. Says Mahu. Yeah,
Australian.
just write strayin
I'm
on
Australian.
there.
And they'll be like, ah, yes, one of us. It's like,
Yeah,
anyone
yeah.
watch F1? Anyone watch Formula 1?
Like the racing, yeah.
Yeah. So we went to a friend's house and we played the Stardew Valley board game. Oh my, it is so hard with 4 people. We had never played it before, but we were like, okay, I want to play this again. I didn't hate it. I want to play it again, but we need to make some amendments because this is too hard. So my game dev brain needs to turn on because, no, it was too hard. It was way too hard for 4 people. But anyway, it is hilarious to me that there is a dude that is like an official Aussie, and I'm pretty sure it's Botas, whatever you want to say. However you say his name. But legitimately, the second that man talks, I'm like, no, you need to sound Australian because you look more Australian than most Australians, and it is fascinating to me.
I mean,
What does it mean? No, Google that man. Just Google BOTTAS. And the Formula 1 racer will come up and you'll be like, that man looks Australian.
Valtteri, him?
Yeah, Valtteri Bottas. Yes. Yeah, Valtteri Bottas. He's Finnish. This dude looks Australian. He's an honorary Australian. Like, for the Melbourne Grand Prix, they literally advertised Oscar Piastri, who is Australian, Danielle Ricciardo, who is Australian, and Valtteri Bottas. And it's like, what? Because he just looks Australian.
Has he got a mullet on him? Is that what I'm seeing? Creeping out his neck? What's he doing there?
Yeah, he did an Aussie advert. Dude he looks so Australian. Mark Webber was Australian. Yeah, Tanico Games, yes, SRS is great for Sanctum. Alex definitely did hear it. I'm still new but wanting to try stuff. Try everything. You will have an absolute blast. I promise. I will absolutely promise. And yes, Kevin G, SRS is Summon Raging Spirits. It's a fun build. It's still good.
What's this got to do with Star Wars?
We play a lot of board games with them. But they're really into F1. And they got Alex into F1, so we went and watched F1 together.
There you go.
And then we were like, let's play a board game while we do it. That's how we attempted the Stardew Valley board game. We did not win. Because the win conditions on that are obscene with 4 people.
See, he looks so Australian is not what I'd anticipate.
So Australian.
Mine is very outdated. Someone says looks Australian. I think Steve Irwin. I think Steve-O. I think Crocodile Dundee.
That man is a modern Australian.
Oh, this is a modern Australian.
That is a modern Australian right there.
Yeah, no, mine are super behind. Same thing with like even my own people. Modern Mexicans is not what I think of. Absolutely not.
Again, just look at F1.
Thunder and lightning abound.
Yeah, F1's wild.
Like I think of Paul Hogan when I see Broken Roads.
I think of Paul Hogan. Oh man, that's this week, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Lord Reffa, the answer is yes. To my deep sadness, the answer is yes.
Mullets are great. Mullets are coming back in style, but we have the technology to make them better than our ancestors.
We have the technology to make them better. There was a mullet competition at F1 in Melbourne, if I remember correctly, and I'm pretty sure they got Valtteri Bottas to judge it, and I'm like, this is wild. What's going on?
There you go, yeah. I rocked a mullet like 2 years ago or something like that.
I could believe you did.
Absolutely.
Did it work? Like, were you like, is it worth it? Let me work it. And you were like, yeah, I'm working it.
Yeah. The thing is, like, my hair will curl naturally, as you can see here. So in the end, my mullet just ended up looking more like a mohawk.
Like a mohawk.
Yeah, more than anything else. Every man has to do it at least at one point.
Do
I
they?
recommend it. Yeah, I would almost incline or to say that women should too, but they have their own with the wolf cut. You know what I mean? But
Oh,
every
the wolf.
man
Oh no.
should do the mullet in the same way that every man who grows a mustache, when they shave it down, first gives themselves a Hitler. Like, you just have to, just to see what it looks like, and then it grows back. I don't try to have a mullet; it just happens.
You didn't know the
Yeah.
Hemsworth brothers were Australian? Oh, absolutely. Please, they made their starts on Neighbours and Home and Away and shit.
Baywatch. Well,
No. No.
that was him.
What?
Yeah, Chris Hemsworth. He was on Baywatch, the Oz version.
Oh my god, no, it is not no, it's Days of Our Lives.
Nah.
It's not
Hold on.
Baywatch. No, it's Days of Our Lives equivalent.
You telling me?
Don't like this monster. Just gonna run away from it.
I've been Mandela'd.
What?
I've been Mandela'd.
It's the Days of Our Lives equivalent. It is not our Baywatch equivalent.
Apparently so, yeah. Look at that. What you know? American media fails me again.
American education once again. Failing us where it matters most.
America, please.
America, please.
Mullets happen easy with very curly hair. I got the same. Yeah, those are fun. You gotta go for it. Cause I figured like one day maybe I'm just bald, and my greatest regret will be not being
Never
able to
having
do
a mullet, at least once.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because at that point you can't mullet. It's just a skullet. You know, the old Hulk Hogan, another Hogan, another very tanned blonde Hogan.
I'm aware of the Hulk Hogan.
Dominic Mysterio mullet. Hoo.
Oh my.
That he's got himself a baby mullet. Yes, yeah, he does.
A baby
Him and,
mullet.
Vessel
He's got a
Pluma.
baby mullet.
See, because that is a modern Hispanic, which is not what I think of. He is so baby faced and so soft. He looks like a toddler. Every scowl he does, it looks like I told him he's obviously tired, and I said, "Go to bed." And he's like, "I don't want to go to bed." And I'm like, "You need to go to bed." And I'm like, "No, I don't want to." Because like he's styled after Eddie Guerrero in that sense. That was a Mexican to me. Eddie Guerrero, like, that was a full blown man.
That was a man.
This is a child. Yeah,
Ooh.
it's not his fault. His dad is extremely baby faced. You just can't tell because of the mask. What you gonna do with that? I'm planning on doing a reverse Hitler next time I shave my beard off. Reverse Hitler.
Oh no.
The Ace of Spades, the Lenny. What are you doing? Hello, Pacific Blue. We got here some Tonico, some Poison versions. I got the Path of Exilers in here saying best build, best build.
Do we
Favorite
actually?
build? No, maybe. I'll start the ruckus. Best build. The little meteors at the start that you get at level 3. So good. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Reverse Hitler would be a Fu Manchu, I suppose. He always reads all the comments. No, I do not. I try. I'll read through. I don't though.
After 5, I've had enough.
Yeah, if 5 things go by without someone saying something interesting, I just go on a tangent. But no, never. Any streamer that says they read all the comments is a fool. It's hubris at best, and you're arrogant at worst. Because that's a problem. If you say you read all the comments, and then someone's going to be like, yo, you're skipping me. You're not saying anything to me. But if you say, I struggle to read, just in general, people go easier on you.
I don't read good.
This is the best build I have seen, but also the only one I have seen.
Therefore, best build.
Yeah. How's the early game versus end game in Path of Exile? Early versus end game. Well, the tree's lit. That's one. Oh.
This is my tree. This is my Atlas tree. This is my skill tree.
The hell?
I'm going for this one.
That's gross.
That's not it. I think you mean amazing.
That's so much.
That's so much.
I forgot what it was. One of those GDC talks. I love, believe it was Chris Wilson, because of course it was, saying we want that tree to scare people because that filters all the people that we do want. If this throws you off, you're not the kind of person we're designing for. Which honestly, get filtered before Armored
filtered.
Core. Just to get filtered.
Ooh.
You ever done a dancing dervish build? Sounds delicious.
Yes. Very early on I did. From memory, I have done one. It was when I was still very early on, though. Very early on. And I would like to do one again.
I've gotten to like level 11, I think. You're asking the wrong feller here. If it has anything to do with the starting, like, mace versus axe, I'm your guy. Barbarian only.
On death means?
It works. I was filtered. Yeah, two of you. It worked.
It worked.
At least here we don't see that I love you, senpai. Yeah, that's because we're overtly cynical. People get mad with the marriage proposals and stuff. Because some people bank on the parasocial. You know, you gotta be careful there. Everybody wants to feel wanted.
Multiple high stashes for me.
Never played before, so the 2 seconds I just saw of it just gave me FFX Sphere Grid vibes. I've never seen that before. Let me see here. The Sphere Grid. A sphere grid. That's a circle square. Oh my god.
A sphere grid is a circle square. A circle
This is
square by
gross.
any other name is just a sweet frost. You've read Shakespeare. I know
Oh
you
yeah.
have.
Against my will, but yes.
That was fun.
I have 3K hours in PoE, and I'm still absolutely terrible at every part of the game except meticulously organizing my stash. That's me too. Although the core gameplay loop is managing your inventory. The occultist can do a devastating dancing dervish now, overpowered with ice and chaos damage when the bad guys are near you. Nice. Ooh. I've only used one character over and over.
I am partial to a long neck boy. I am partial to the Templar. I love the Templar. I wish I knew why.
See, I know why. I just imprint like a baby bird. And what is it?
You only made it
Yeah, the first character I see ever, even like through a video, that's just who I stick with. I don't know why. It just is.
This is my
So-
mama now.
Yeah, no. So like in Diablo 4, first video I ever saw for Diablo, it was a barbarian.
It was the
I'm like,
barbarian,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm a bard player now, and then that translates to over here. So that's what I'm saying. Developers, be careful. The first character you give me better be like a nice, well-rounded
Better
character,
be pretty spicy.
because that's my mom now.
Because they are now my mother.
That's my mother. Yeah. Like you name a game chat, first character you see, that is probably my favorite character. Whoever I first see in Persona, like I like that little cat thing. That's the first thing I ever saw. What is that? Morgana?
Morgana, yeah.
Hello. I don't know if you're supposed to like it or not. It's just my mom.
The cat is my mom.
Could have been bad, you know. I could have seen the what is it, that male succubus thing,
You could have seen a Persona first. Oof,
or that.
that would have been devastating. What'd you give me?
Like Street Fighter, first character. Were you?
shards abound.
Well, duh. Risk of Rain, the pilot, whatever his name is. Armored Core starting loadout. Yeah, I still have not put anything on that
starting
character.
loadout.
Is Mario your Smash main? No, because the first character I saw in Smash was Zelda. Or Link, my bad. So my roster is Link, Kid Link, Toon Link. I think those are the only like, yeah, just the links.
I am a Link.
It's me.
It's me, your boy Link.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say
The
it. I don't
expected
like this one.
choice.
Yep. Link, call me Zelda one more time.
Watch what happens. Watch what happens.
How far did you get with Armored Core? The spider. Yeah. I didn't
that was
stop
short.
playing. I just never returned. If that makes any
Come
sense.
back.
Yeah. Frost, do you have the same attitude towards movie characters? I do not. No. I tend to
It's
like
the last
a nice.
character they show in the movie that leaves the
There you
impression
go.
on him there.
Yeah, that's why I love it with Marvel movies, just so I can stay for the end credits and see who the last character really is.
And then you're like, yeah, that's the good stuff right there.
Oh my God, I can't believe Stan Lee again.
What the heck?
Wow. In movies, it tends to be I like me a secondary misanthrope. I do enjoy them. Kaiser Soze, yep. Nah, because then the cop came outside, remember? So it would have been him. Oh no, like, is it? It
I
might have
see
been.
Hugo weaving on screen. I am happy. Is that just in general?
Probably.
He wasn't in a Star Wars film though, was he? He was
Hugo
an elf.
Weaving? Yeah, he was an elf. Yeah.
That man was an elf.
He was an elf. He was a Red Skull Nazi. He was a.
Freak in the digital sheet.
Yeah, I was like, what do you call that? But that works. The freak in the digital sheet. Agent Smith.
I like that you know what I meant.
Yeah. That's nothing else. Wow. How dare
Anyway,
I? What did I do now?
what other games are people looking forward to? Oh my God! I just said Broken Roads coming out this week. Frost, I know what we're playing
Yep.
next week.
What?
Broken Roads.
Oh, should have guessed.
But what are people hyped for? What games are coming out that they're like, yeah,
Oh,
boy."
crap. I forgot to post my
Broken Roads.
this month. These games come out chart. Oopsies. I gotta do that. Probably tomorrow. Oh shoot! Is today Sunday?
No,
video.
it's
I gotta make
Monday.
another- I have to make so many videos.
It's Monday, silly. It's Monday at
goofiest.
6:45 a.m. Oh, that's I forget. In this game chat, don't forget, my clock is in the bottom left corner. So if you are wondering what time it is for me, it is 6:45 a.m.
Disgusting.
Low on mana.
Yeah.
I now have to get up twice a week at this time because I'm filling a class for a little while, and it's a 6 a.m. class. And I say it with such disdain. I'm like, oh, God.
Yes.
However, I love it. Like,
Oh.
every time I fill this class, I have the absolute best time. Bringing myself to do that of my own volition, no chance. Absolutely no chance.
Can't do it. Right? Yeah. Every now and again, life forces you to take an early shift. And you're like, wow, I get so much
Good.
done. I have so much, just some good stuff. But then when you don't have to anymore, it's like, that's gross.
like,
I
yeah,
am
no.
disgusted with who I was as a person. Yeah. Like, don't talk to me. That's the old me.
Fire seeks what it will.
What is it we got? Kevin sharing a build. My goofiest build for Path of Exile was SpongeBob bubble blowing totems.
Oh
as
my
an early
God,
game
what
ice
is
attack
it?
that looks like blowing bubbles. It's an ice attack.
I love it. I love weird
bubble
totem
block.
builds. I can't be bothered
The
with this one.
expected choice.
I just want survive and stand in the circles. And I didn't get either of those.
Yeah.
I don't want
Kevin, do you run through screaming, I'm ready, I'm ready?
I hope you do. If not,
do.
take it back.
At least you're getting up at that time. That's not staying up for that long. Nah, bro. Once I'm up,
Oh,
you stay up.
that's nice that you think that means I go to bed early. That's really nice. That's really nice of you though.
Disgusting.
You know, I wish. I wish.
I
Candle burns on
just can't. I just can't. I don't know why. I stay up too late. I wake up not late. It's a
the
rough
whole
time.
thing.
my brain just wants stuff to do, you know? You can't do stuff when you're sleeping. Except for Pokemon sleep. Maybe that'll be enough to keep me down. Why did Blizzard not respond to me? I sent them an email. Here's a funny bit, little behind the scenes for you guys. I sent an email to Blizzard and I said, can I get a refund for Overwatch 1 because I don't own it anymore? You guys took it from me. And they responded and they said, well, we can't automate that for you because you played for too long. And then I was like, these are extenuating circumstances. This has never happened before. And now I'm just waiting to see what they say.
That's
nice
really funny.
It's
but
nice that they at least treat it
like
with,
$60.
Exactly. I was like, this is objectively a different game entirely. Also, wait, what was that? Oh, okay.
Face death. Again. Death is not the deterrent it once was. I'll only tell you what I want.
I know you want to kill me. I would too. But we are like the mythical.
Please post your email when it goes through. Yeah, so you can send me all the spam.
Who wins?
So that the rest of us can do the same. No, it's because I'm working on a. For those who don't know, Ross Scott or Scott Ross. You never give a kid two first names. He's working on this sort of this big petition and grand movement for games preservation with the crew, and I'm like, yo, I've never asked Overwatch for my money back. I'm gonna just so I can get a no, because it's better to ask and get a no than to just assume no. That's how you get things moving.
I'm afraid the only option here.
You may despise the machine.
Pretty sure Blizzard outsources their customer support. They do. So the way customer support tends to work is like, here's this interface. Anything that correlates with the problem, just press that button, and it just like gets streamlined. But I said, could you escalate this a little further because this is probably something that your system's not built to rule on. So we'll see what happens there. Probably won't get a response until somebody actually comes in on Monday.
That's very funny. That's really funny.
Yeah. I just want to see what the dude's reaction was. I was like, wait a minute. What? Claiming that refund could work if the game promised a certain amount of playtime beforehand. I'm here like basically based on their guidelines, it's super gray. Like not enough to rule no or yes. Very strange.
When I saw that Marvel Rivals, I want it. I want it so bad.
Marvel Rivals? Yeah, I want to play that for 3 days and then like never play again.
No, because here's the thing. I have so the party of friends I play with, there are about 5 of us. And sometimes there's 6. And so we can't even play Overwatch together.
Low on mana.
Like, we need games that are slightly bigger that, as Riley would describe it, the game that is the least offensive for everyone to play. And he doesn't mean offensive in a rude sense, but rather offensive in like, you know, some of us don't want to play X game. Some of us don't want to play this other game.
Yeah, it's the common denominator.
Yeah, so what's the one we all hate the least? And that was Overwatch. But then we were just like, nah, we fell off really hard.
Need a moment to catch my
and so we play a bit of Fortnite at the moment. But again, it means there's only 4 of us. So when there's the group of 5...
you could play Survival Craft on that. Lego Craft.
We tried. We fell off really hard. Because you finished it so quickly. Like, they needed a little bit longer in the oven with that.
A little bit, yeah.
Just a little bit. I don't think that is inherently anyone's fault, but it's like, it's a shame they weren't able to get it out with just a bit more content. I am not a survival crafter, though. Like, that is not my jam.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like that was definitely a sort of we're building outside of our genre where I went, this is incredibly bare bones for what survival crafters tend to want.
Yeah. Yeah.
And especially when this released around Power World and Enshrouded and Sons of the Forest going into 1.0 and now like V Rising or Valheim, like this is really, I mean, this would have been fun in 2010. Would have been okay. What you got? It's a completely different game. It's actually hard to quantify. I don't think it's hard to quantify when it was a 6v6 before and now it's a 5v5. By my horrible math, 1 in every 6 person that bought Overwatch that plays with the full friend group should get a refund.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, like, it probably should have stayed 6v6.
Yeah.
Because there is no reason that there should only be one tank. None. Not when the tanks were originally designed to serve one of two purposes. Bullet shield or sub DPS.
Yeah.
And there was just no reason, when it's not like there's 3 DPS now, that then... Yeah, there was no reason it needed to change. No, absolutely no reason.
Quick, what's the build? This is the syphilitic swashbuckler.
No, I'm doing Ziz's explosive traps.
There you go. Yeah, I agree. I played a little Overwatch before I sent the ticket in because I needed footage for the video. I always get my B-roll first. And I was like, what happened to my Roadhog? They've changed his kit.
Right?
I mean, that in itself, I should have got a refund off of. Like, bro, I put so much time into that hog and you changed his kit?
Bro, I was a hog.
I was a hog man.
I was a hog.
Like, he has this weird, like, EMP thing that he throws out. I'm like, what? Who cares? At least the hook's still there. That's nice. If they got rid of the hook, I probably would have wept right there.
Grown man, it's like, what's wrong, Frost?
Yeah,
And it's like, don't
yeah,
speak
right.
to me ever again.
Yep, in the open comms, our tank's crying.
Our tank's crying and we don't know what to do.
Leave him alone.
Stay down, Haku.
Why are they in this room? Why did they all come to me? That doesn't normally happen.
I could use those $60 right now, so I agree.
I really do hate the idea of dying, but...
But again, the whole purpose, I don't anticipate getting a refund. The whole purpose is to get a no.
Not even going to...
Because then we can have the conversation.
Your body is strong.
Because if you try to have the conversation beforehand, people will go, well, did you try? And so it's like, okay, give me 5 minutes.
Give me 5 minutes.
Yeah. Roadhog had those years where he was basically unplayable. Name one. Name 1 year. He was great until whatever it is this thing is. He's still playable, but I just don't like it. My right click is gone, dog. Who does that?
My right click is gone.
Let me just read the EULA. Go ahead. I don't like that they can change that thing on the spot, but they never, like, every Blizzard game that's ever existed, you can play except Overwatch 1.
Mm-hmm.
This is unprecedented. That's why I said, can I get a real person, please?
Fire seeks what it will.
No one's unplayable, just unviable. Yeah, but not everyone's lovable. Look how they massacred my boy.
Dance, neither near nor
Competitive hero shooters would be good if I only played them. Yeah, it's like, it's a strange sort of casual competitive crowd that's hard to vibe with.
I need those a bit.
Like if you're a casual, you get stomped by the people who play just a little longer, and they get stomped by people who actually know what they're doing. So it's...
And then if you're in
It's
Australian
weird, bro.
servers, everything hurts. Because we just
Yeah,
have
that's
no one
it.
to play against.
Yeah, OCE servers always dead.
the expected choice.
I really needed those 5 elk.
You can't play the real Warcraft 3 anymore. See, look at that. Precedented and weird. But that was a subscription model. Overwatch 1 was a one-time payment.
Yeah. It's a very different circumstance.
Yeah. New cult take. Devs are not gamers. Stop messing with your sandbox that you own. Developers are gamers. They just play a different type of game.
And often a lot of what devs have to do is completely outside of their control. Always remember.
Yeah, that too.
Always.
I
Always
wonder how
remember
many
the
devs
tiers.
play their own games.
Most of them.
I mean, like,
It's not the devs that's the problem, ever.
I'm talking like exclusively, because that was always my favorite thing. In the way that, what was it, Kojima spends a lot of time watching movies and then makes games. I love the developers that's like, the main guy at, I don't know, League of Legends plays SpongeBob games in his free time for some reason. I like it. You can make it's a different game now argument for WoW too. You could, but again, that's a subscription service. It's like it's like a theme park that they changed out the roller coaster. You can't really get them on that. But it's different if I bought a car and it was a 6-seater and now it's a 5-seater. Just put the baby on the roof.
I wanted to fit all my family in.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Just
Yeah,
die.
Miyazaki playing Tarkov. Yeah, that's funny to me. Those patches his hook would cancel even if it landed if the enemy collided. Oh, I remember that, yeah. But, I mean, that was kind of payback because that thing used to be able to go through the 4th dimension. Like, you felt dirty playing original Hog. Crazy that game journalists forget that Warcraft used to be an RTS and not an MMO. Nah, I'm pretty sure like most of them will know. Like, yeah, it was a mod that came out of that, and then it became its own thing. But if you say Warcraft, ubiquitous to assume the MMO. It's like me. Whenever someone says I love roguelikes, I go, "Oh yeah, you want to talk about Rogue 1980 Beneath Apple Manor?" Like, no, not even the Binding of Isaac anymore. They probably mean Hades.
Yep.
You just roll with the times, you know. It's less about intelligence and more about my social savviness. Remember uni guys being, damn, you played the WoW RTS, right? Some people are going to be like, wow, you played Fortnite Season 0? That's crazy.
Well, even I was surprised when we were playing the other day and we were talking about Meowscles Law and we're like, damn, that was Chapter 2. Like, because we all played a lot of that season. And then we looked at each other and we're like, wait a minute, why did we all play so much of this season? We're like, COVID.
has only made me hate you.
We're like, we all just started playing Fortnite.
Strange. The time when the world shut down and allowed me to
No
game.
more prison. I could offer you pure. Don't make us regret this.
Adam forever, Adam. Most people say NetHack. You cold take, being an adult sucks? I don't know, man. I don't know, because I got more free time to game now than I ever did before.
Deeply disappointing. If you kill me, another will
That's
take
funny,
my
Bobcat.
place,
Yeah, me too. I
and
played the
you will
original
need to
Fortnite. I
target
have one of the
yourself.
OG skins,
The
and
Sims
apparently
are
it's super valuable.
Cruel. Truly cruel.
What you gonna do?
There's a couple of those, like, really valuable skins.
Mm-hmm. I think it was good when they fixed that hook thing where hogs could turn after a hook to get the enemy slightly closer. That was kind of dumb. It wasn't just that, though. You could turn and you could throw people off because of the turn. That's so good. I don't know if it was broken. I'm incredibly biased, but yeah, it was funny.
You were speaking to a hog main?
Hog main. Yeah, I played Hog. I played Ana. Diva. I wasn't much for DPS. Yeah, that's the one where I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll let the kid in daycare be the Genji main. Their risk can take this. For what it's worth, people probably don't even mean Hades now. They probably do mean Vampire Survivors. Funny enough, or just as an over-encompassing thing, meaning like randomized loot. Every time I hear like God of War, roguelike, and it tends to be either like random loot or they do that thing where in between rounds you pick an extra card, so to speak.
Classic. Yeah. Classic.
If you got the time, say goodbye to Blizzard and engage yourself with the newest ESO expansion. Everything's trying to expand into my zone, and I said no. Like No Man's Sky.
ESO's been around for so long, though.
But they keep going. They don't stop.
I've always quite enjoyed it when I've played it. Alex doesn't like the combat, and it's the only reason he's never really gotten into it. I'm like, yeah, that's fair.
By
like,
the
I
bargainer.
understand.
The syndicate is built on trust, and trust
The
cannot
freedom,
be
the freedom of
broken
being
by
an
an
adult and being able to wake up past noon is
Wise
too valuable for me
choice.
to have kids.
Cool winds.
You will fight your biology. The race must continue.
This must continue. You cannot stop running, please.
Wasn't it ESO's 10-year anniversary? Probably.
believe
I
so.
don't know, everything's 10 years old, man.
Mortality
10 years,
suits
20 years,
your
30 years.
kind.
I'm almost 30. Like, god dang. Everybody stop. Stasis, that's what I want.
Shrapnel and shards abound.
Necro League is great. I like it better than Affliction. Which league is this?
This is Necropolis.
Relentless
Necropolis.
assault.
This is Necro. This is Necro League.
Best
It's a
league
good
in-
league so far. Really interesting in terms of what it's done to the economy.
What's the league feature?
Corpses and stuff.
Be torn to shreds.
Oh, I
That
think I
awesome.
am getting torn to shreds. Oh god. Maybe I should.
Torn
go on.
asunder. The race will continue without me. The race will always be there. Until it's not.
I don't think that's worse.
The expected choice.
Have fun, Kevin.
Goodbye. Thank you for coming.
Enjoy your Path of Exile.
Enjoy. No, this has been a good league. Affliction was good. This is also good. I didn't get to play much Affliction. Purely just because timing wise, like, we were going away, other stuff came out that same weekend. That being said, in the last few weeks, the amount of stuff that's come out, I'm like, oh my god. All I want to do is talk about my deranged Honkai Star Rail theories. Because that was a patch!
Yeah.
That was a patch. I'm playing a lot of Honkai Impact 3rd as well.
World population 17 billion. Plus one.
17.
17 billion. See, I don't know how I feel about that. Like, Blue, you think somebody took the time to count everybody, and at some point it wasn't like, damn it, I think I just counted the blonde twice. Like, no, I don't know about this.
Do you think
Everybody
census
stop
data is
moving.
inaccurate?
We're probably off by like 1 billion. I never understood those surveys either growing up, where it was like calculated that there are X amount of Latinos in America. I was like, I don't know how you got these numbers, because ain't nobody I know answers the door. Absolutely not.
It's
GTA Online
census
will
data
work
though,
with
isn't it?
Yeah, we don't do those either. We don't do census. We don't do none of this. It's probably more accurate now with all these phones. I'm sure one of these apps is like, yep,
Oh,
I'll take
yeah.
the census with it. We gotta trust all the people who signed in to be counted. What's up, pitches? What's up, Mando? GTA Online will welcome your free time. This is going to be exciting because I feel a lot of games are going to start the race to take up digital LAN, so to speak.
Oh god.
But
Not like
event we only have so much free time. Eventually, there will be one too many live service games, and I don't even mean that in like a when I'm
I thought
50.
you said
I mean,
Lifesavers games, and I was
like,
like,
that too. For
what?
candy. Just sounds like those surveys that take penis measurements. What surveys are you playing for free currency? What are you doing? Eventually, that was like 2-3 years ago. Like, I know you're being a bit cynical there, but
No
not every gamer
no
plays
full
every kind of live service game. So right now, there's still huge gaps.
I come uncomfortably close.
I'm sure. Like, how many people play hero shooters, right? I mean, how many are there that are live service like that? How many ARPGs are free to play?
True.
Yeah, you know, Skull and Bones is probably that's the first the third pirate shooter I've seen in a long time. Hasn't that always been the case? Everybody wants to own all of the playtime. Not just the playtime, all of the money, and then you get advertising and whatnot. Everyone's fighting to be McDonald's, and unfortunately, Fortnite's winning.
It's like that data thing that went out about the most played games in 2023, and people were shocked and upset. And they're like, oh, this is really upsetting. And I'm like, I have a really alternate take on that, and I think we're thinking about it wrong.
What were the most played?
Games that all came out in the last 10 years. So Fortnite was number one, Roblox
Oh, yeah,
was second.
yeah.
Like, and people were
upset
surprised
by
and
that?
upset, yeah. And I'm like,
Shitting
yes,
at my PC.
as a dev, obviously, but it doesn't mean new games weren't played. But
Yeah.
children have more accessibility to these consoles and can play them on a parent's phone.
What have you got
The
for me
children aren't
today?
playing Baldur's Gate 3, and I would be concerned if the children were playing Baldur's Gate 3. The best games come with a higher age rating. And so the most played games are going to be by sheer volume of people that can play them. And it is not necessarily a bad thing, but maybe we should be focusing on better alternatives for younger demographics. It's not always just about... because so many incredible games did come out. It doesn't mean they didn't get played. It just means they didn't necessarily have the sheer volume of people playing them. And again, a lot of that does come down to the fact that, well, the children were playing Roblox and Fortnite.
That's funny.
Right? Like...
The demographic around here always seems to be like aghast at the amount of children partaking in this hobby. And it's like,
Yeah, but it's like, how did you start
got into
playing
this as a
it?
kid, and now you're older.
And so we play
Like-
different things. And because of that, we're lucky enough that
Yeah.
we do get to experience very different... Whoa!
It's like with
very different types of games.
It's like with George Lucas, the director, not the Twitch chatter, who was talking about Star Wars. Says the modern audience does not want humor because they want it to be very manly and very like action packed, whereas this is for children. They don't want to feel like it's for children. And same thing around here. We're like, there's adult games, sure, but there's a lot of this is for people. It's for innocence. It's for happy-go-lucky people, and those tend to be kids. Because capitalism rips it out of the adults. Happen to me, it'll happen to you. Hydra scale boodles. You can tell that Amy's nasty with it because she keeps the map up the whole time.
Not the whole time.
The whole time.
Not the whole time. Like a good chunk of the time, but not like the whole time.
90% of it. Gaming's too tribal. If my favorite isn't the top, it's worthless. See, I wonder. I forgot who brought this up. I think it was either Andy Ludnick or maybe it was. I think it actually was.
Love his takes.
He's fun. I bought his cookbook the other day. It's grand.
My God, a Dabrella cookbook with him. Oh,
There you go.
oh,
That would be
he is the
fantastic.
best.
I think it was him though.
Probably.
Saying that the tribalism for gaming might just be a millennial thing.
Yeah.
And that the youngsters don't care nearly as much as our age demographic. And the
No.
older ones, too. Yeah. This is kind of odd.
Because they're all playing on a mobile phone. They don't care if you're playing on a Samsung.
Yeah.
Or
They're
an Oppo.
born... It's almost the same thing as, like, religion, how the rise of atheism keeps on going. Same thing with consoles, where it's like, we want agnostic console. Agnostic gaming.
Which is almost what the, like, Legion goes and the Asus allies and stuff almost are in a way.
Yeah, I mean, it's even what Xbox is pushing for. Tribal in terms of what? Football. What the youngster cares for is, do I have access? It is my favorite
The
game.
mines.
Do I have access? The mines, Slide Quake. Yeah.
The youngsters yearn for the mines.
Crossplay is a pretty common thing now. Yeah, like I didn't think Sony would ever want a crossplay ever until Fortnite came through. But like, you know what? We'd be stupid not to.
I'll tell you something after.
Oh no. I don't think It's for Children is necessarily a bad badge. It's not, and this is a cold take that I'll probably say for like 4 videos from now. The modern gaming identity and its insecurities. You can't. It is difficult to say things to gamers without them just being like, "What's wrong with that?" I'm like, I never said there was anything wrong with it.
Yeah.
Why are you so defensive? Like people saying, who of the people here at Second Win, I think Amy and myself probably have the most time in live service gaming. But
Oh,
people think
without a
I
doubt.
don't like, yeah, that I don't like specific games because they're live service. It's like, no, I like live services. I don't like them because they're live service. Absolutely. For us, how do I stop thinking about Balatro? Overdose. Just do it. Just give in, and then you'll be sick of it. And I've cured you. And you might hate the game, but I've cured you. Now, do you want a healthy relationship with the game? I don't know. Ask someone more well-adjusted than me.
You beaten
Granted.
it yet?
Oh, many times. My goal was to get all the cards. I just have one left.
That's the thing, right? A healthy goal.
Yeah. That's why I think like I get this live service on Wii, because if the goal is sort of like just do things, oh, there's so many things I can just do.
I like to think I'm a reasonably well-educated human. Hands up if you discovered what On Wii was from the Inside Out 2 trailer.
I can't. I think Lemony Snicket is responsible for most of my vocabulary.
Vengeance is
Yeah,
cold
something like that.
indeed.
I've heard the excuse it's just for kids when kids' movies or games are mediocre. Well, that's to do with sort of with the modern gaming identity, where it's this demand to be taken serious but not too serious.
Seeks what it will.
So my entire life goal, it's like when I teach group fitness, I ask a lot. I'm like, do you feel ridiculous doing this move? A couple of people start giggling. And I'm like, good. That
The
means
flames
you are doing this
race
right.
towards you.
Don't take it too seriously. You are here to have fun. And you do see people kind of relax. And it's nice. It's a nice thing.
Stray too far and find your
Just
That
this.
made it significant.
Clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. People who take themselves
Here I
too
am,
serious,
stuck with the
and
Balatro
people.
when you-
Oh yes. It's mature and adult taping some kind of Oscar bait
safe
movie.
choice.
I don't know, man. It's if I still think if something says adult, it's naughty. Like adult movie.
Yeah.
I'm not thinking Schindler's List. I'm thinking Pirates. That Pirates. You know, like that's why whenever my friend they teach dancing classes, but they always say adult dancing, and I'm like, oh.
Oh, and
Beg
they literally
pardon?
just mean someone over 18.
Yeah, and they're like, yeah, no, it's just people older than
Yeah,
18.
people over the
Oh,
age of 18.
I see what you mean. You know.
That's funny. That's very funny.
It's like, what can you do? It's people who take themselves too serious and people who need more dots. I need more dots.
What
Adult
do you
Swim,
say when
yeah.
you mean dots? Because I'm like, damage over time.
I was
I know
thinking,
that's not
yeah,
what you mean.
but surely, no. I was thinking that dots, DOTs.
Damage over time?
Low on mana.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that is what you meant.
Okay, stop dots. Yeah, I suppose. Robot chicken. Yeah, that too. Like adult humor. It means you're probably cursing
Means you said a naughty
and
word.
naked.
And naked.
Yeah, and naked. Yet adult themes, sex and violence are very popular with teenagers, and actual adults are mature enough to not chase the edginess.
No, they're not.
That's
They're not. No, they're not.
you say
not.
that.
I don't believe that. No, they're not. Because people think they're so edgy and incredible, and I am no prude by any means. But oh my god, I'll be like, you'll giggle to that? Like, you, okay.
What?
Yeah.
What was that? What did you just say?
I'm like, you giggled at that? Like, you thought
Oh,
that
you
was
giggled to
interesting?
that. I was like, what the hell did you just say?
Yeah, I'm like, like that was, okay.
Just need a moment to catch
You
my
are more
breath.
sheltered than we think you are. And I think that's the secret. People are way more sheltered than they believe, so they get off on the weirdest things.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, isn't this so risque? And it's like, no.
Oh,
just a
God,
penis.
there we go. This is just a penis, but I can't help but giggle. Oh, God.
Oh, God.
Like, did it tell you a joke? Did it wink at you? Did the penis
Do a
go
little
waku
dance?
waku? Like, yeah, what is so amusing? Like, it's just that scene from, what was it, Goodfellas? Like, what is so amusing? Am I a clown to you? Yeah. Same thing with, like, the Baldur's Gate 3 thing of, like, oh, my God, it's so hot, you know. It's like, they're just naked.
They're just naked.
They're naked, yeah. Being sheltered and attracted to the risque could explain Japanese media. No, it's just that old fashioned of like trying to keep those sensibilities. Again, this is different for I'm not so much prudish as I am hedonistic. And if you have that kind of a lifestyle, the wow factor tends to go away. Like it's funny watching old films that treat marijuana as like what's happening, but now it's legal. It's not nearly as funny. Like what was it in the Suits? They have this 2 episodes where the main character is just doing weed, and he's like getting into fights. He's ruining his relationships, and I'm like, there must have been coke in that because that is not what weed does for you at all. Yeah, reefer madness, absolutely. Mike, are you smoking again? And I'm like, that would have made him hella lazy, maybe. Not this. He's despondent. He's
this.
fighting people. Like,
It's
oh my
fun.
God. Did the penis yell, Bruno, my wife? Yeah.
No, you have to say, my wife. You have to say it's sad now.
Oh. One toke over the line, mister. Yeah. Watch walkthroughs of games while running on the treadmill. Listen to video game cutscenes and soundtracks while hiking. Video games can help us get into shape. Sure. Yeah.
You heard of a little
Samurai
game called Wii Fit?
Wii boxing got me. I think I tore a ligament in Wii boxing.
I hope you didn't
Samurai
tear a
Champloo.
ligament doing that.
It's rough. Samurai Champloo had scenes with hallucinations from weed. Yeah, like that's just we're not there anymore.
Been good at
Yeah, that is a space turtle. I also was like, what the hell's going on
Yeah,
here?
it's my hideout. My hideout is a space turtle.
Greetings.
We shall dispel many lies.
I think edginess, though, is always measured by the time we're in. But it's always not nearly as mature as it thinks it is. And it will be ever present.
I have a bad feeling about this
Like
one.
meth is the new weed. But we'll be
So you said
doing that.
math, and I'm like, yeah.
Math too, yeah.
You sit there, some quadratic formulas.
You can
Oh,
handle this?
Like Breaking Bad took the edginess away from meth.
Trespassers!
I love working with developers and programmers.
Thank God.
Because, oh my god, they'll be like,
Where are you going
I'm
with
just
this?
trying to figure out if I should use a
Don't you
X, Y, and Z formula for this, and I'm like, so smart.
You can handle this?
I'm like, isn't this spreadsheet
Who
neat?
goes there?
Do you like my
Podcast.
Jira dashboard?
There you go.
I command
Do you
you
like
to
this
stop.
ticket I
fentanyl,
wrote for you?
Oh, enjoy. Fentanyl is the new meth. Yeah, I suppose. We just have to keep going to darker places, don't
Allow me to focus.
we? Yes, the real pay-to-win item in PoE, the high-contrast pink mouse cruiser.
You can handle this?
Is that
You don't have
yours?
to
Is that
pay
a
for
mod?
that. No, this is in game. This is in the options settings.
Well, it should
I
make
don't
you
know
pay for
why
it.
I have it like this. I just really like the
don't
color
want to get
pink.
stabbed again. Avarice is not
No one does mescaline anymore? No.
glad you're on my side. Torture quickened counts as combat.
You don't do weed. You don't do mescaline, Sir George Lucas. What do you do?
On to us.
I play video
Don't
games.
answer that. Video games.
Time
Yeah.
for a tussle. Let's hope it's not too late. Don't move.
Watching a lot of crime shows, feel like fencing you with you. There you go. You gotta take it back to old school, right? Like huffing on kerosene fumes again. Like, that's outdated. I think that's why.
Classy.
Yeah, that's why Wolf of Wall Street was funny. You got like Quaaludes in them. Same thing for what was it? The Queen's Gambit. How they're on like barbiturates or something. Barbiturates.
What?
I don't know. Old school tranquilizers. Video games can be a drug, right? I don't know if you want to have that conversation, because if I say yes, there will be somebody going like, listen, it's not that bad. I'm like, okay.
We can't stop now.
Okay, we're gonna run. We're gonna run.
Magic mushrooms and ecstasy and alcohol. All right. You like your relaxers, eh? Your downers. I don't want the FDA and DEA involved in video games. I think that would be funny.
I think
To
it would
make
be
it-
funny.
Make a DEA agent have to like go through Path of Exile just to establish a rating for it.
Pathetic. Hold the line.
Or what if like one just loses their mind because it's more addictive? Like we're just so used to it, right?
Yeah.
We don't know what a
like,
a
I don't
40-year-old prudish mind would do, and just like, help! I can't stop. I haven't slept in 3 days.
I haven't slept in 3 days.
Holy hell! Sucked all the money out of my wallet.
What do I need to do? Niles. Niles. Niles.
I immediately perform.
That's sweet. Yeah, his dopamine receptors are shriveled. Nothing works anymore.
What do you need?
I love it. Like this brain resembles the brain of a 20-year-old coke addict. What happened? Okay.
Oh no. Are you still with me? Oh, yep, cool. You were like and I'm like, oh no, Robot Frost.
Oh no.
He's not real. He can't hurt you.
I am AI.
Oh, this bug has been weird this league. Has anyone else in chat been playing PoE this league and been playing Heist and getting the weird bug where I think it's only on Trap Disarmament, but it's like lasers on like every door, even if it's unlocked.
There you go. I can't say I have no. I'm Pacific Blue member for 1 month ad-free
yeah.
podcast. My dopamine receptors are overloaded by this channel. Absolutely, shriveled, gone. Meditation. I took a meditation so I could do more drugs.
Oh god.
Yeah, we were just outside of Barstow when the drugs began to take hold.
This might surprise people. I am not a particularly zen person.
I hope you don't expect me to fight.
I got that from how much you work out, I've never met someone chill who works out as much as you do.
Command you to stop.
Absolutely
It
not.
was funny. Someone said to me, they're like, Amy, how much cardio do you do? Because she does my cardio classes on the weekends. And she was like, oh.
Right.
And I said, well, I'll put it this way. Every day I said, I do strength. I enjoy strength. The days I do strength, I also do cardio. And she was like, that explains a lot. And I'm like, cardio is a secret. People just don't want to talk about it. I love cardio. Cardio makes me so happy. Man, I just love burpees.
Sicko.
Surrender or
Sicko.
die.
Better than an upjack. Plyo lunges? Oh, I do lots of those though. Again, I do body attack. What's wrong with me?
Anything that is like
Who goes there?
quick, like it hurts you, but it's over in I don't know a few seconds, a minute. That's my favorite. That's ideal.
Violence complete.
If you're like, all right, I'll need you to lift this truck and kickflip over it again.
And then kickflip over it? No. I can only lift the truck. The kickflip, that's not on the table.
Yeah, I'm like, I will lift this truck and do 3 reps, and then we're done for the day. Absolutely.
Oh, damn it, wrong way.
Yeah, we got speaking of leagues, any favorite past ones?
Oh,
Top 3 favorite leagues.
my favorite leagues. I have very fond memories of Legion. It was the first league I played. Alex actually managed to grind a headhunt to that league. And we played Cyclone builds, and it was an absolute delight because that was anyone that would remember, right? I will never forget this, particularly working on the community team there. And people were like, there's no build diversity, you force the meta. And I'm like, would anyone like to pull up the historic statistic from Legion where 50% of the player base did the same build? 50% on PoE Ninja played Slayer Cyclone. 50%.
Cool.
Even now, in obviously the last couple of leagues with the updates to some of the gems and stuff like that, that has been much more spread. Still condensed in certain places, but certainly not to that extreme. I have never seen that extreme like I have during Legion.
Plan, execute, success.
And so,
I love logic.
anyway, that was a complete tangent. I loved Legion. Gosh, what other league mechanics are there? I'm not keen on Blight. I have a soft spot for Ultimatum. I loved Expedition. I set myself a goal during Expedition, which is controversial because that league people hated. I loved Expedition because I set myself the goal that I wanted to beat the 4 bosses of Expedition, and I did, and I was so proud of myself. Again, soft spot for Ultimatum. Legion. Those are probably my favorites. And I'm having quite a good time in this league. Whether I'm any good at it or not, completely different story. But I like it. I like it.
Frost Blink Ignite? What is that?
Ooh, that sounds fun.
We did it.
Because that's 2 of you. Frost Blink Igniting.
Oh no.
Oh, is it broken? What are you doing?
It's broken. What you doing?
Is it broken? What are you doing? I like the Ultimatum, Delirium, and Blight.
Oh yeah,
Never
that's
got-
good.
Yeah, never got deep enough to touch a league mechanic. Sorry. I'm the king of that beach. The beach and I forgot the guy's name. The first boss you fight, kinda. He's like a little angry boy,
He's a little angry
Just don't
boy.
get in my way.
a little angry lad, and I'm always running out of mana in there.
I need more mana.
Mm-hmm. Getting tattoo is addictive. It is, yeah. Some people are about that life. Adrenaline, anything that involves endorphins, dopamine, serotonin, oxytocin, it's all addictive.
Who put
You get
you in
addicted to
like
eating
the
too
good
many
feels.
carrots, bud. We do.
Stop them!
Anything that makes you feel good, that can be addictive.
Can't believe you
Shouldn't
talk
be a
about your
problem.
personal experience with carrots like this.
I can't help it. Oh, you joke, but here's the thing, and this is not so much about addiction as it is capitalism's ruined carrots. I keep
have a
getting
weird
the
carrot story.
most
I
pathetic,
think our
shriveled
stories are gonna be
carrots at the
different.
stores. Probably. Unless you also went to Pan Asia so that you get these massive bahonga dongo carrots. They're huge.
Our carrots, I think, are potentially better than yours. Weird.
These aren't
flex.
mine. These are
Weird
Asia's. I get mine imported.
I get mine imported.
Yeah, I kid you
Wait.
not. Yeah.
I'm here for.
So I will never forget
I'm
this.
getting hit.
When I was in high school, very normal thing, I went to a toilet. I came out of said toilet.
So,
I was washing my hands,
Who put you in a bad
I'm a
mood?
clean girl,
Good.
and I shit you not,
Take that.
another person walked out of their cubicle
Should have stayed
holding
out
a
of it.
carrot and eating it.
Easy. Failure means
I mean,
And
you
I'm
know,
like, where did it come from? You don't have a bag.
rookie.
What were you doing in the toilet with it?
Yeah,
I have so many questions about
Oh,
this
no.
carrot and why are you consuming it as you're exiting the cubicle? It's weird. And it is seared in my mind.
Keep him off me.
I'm not ashamed to admit I've been a toilet eater before, but it's not like I go to the toilet to eat. It's just I had to go, and it was finger foods, hand foods.
Means death.
Yeah, but then did you walk out still eating the food? I think that's
Yeah,
the key.
dude, I was eating
Were
on
you
the
in
toilet.
public? Were you in public?
Oh wait, how public are we talking?
I don't care if a
not
family member
doing-
saw you.
I'm not doing that in a Walmart. No, I'm not doing that in a Walmart.
Yeah, like, could a stranger see you and be like, I need to call the cops?
Like, yo, like, I don't know if it came down to it, and I was like at a Costco, and I was like, I don't know where to put down my hot slice here. The dogs there are $1.50, right?
Good stuff.
I don't know. I might be on the toilet, down in the dog. I might
Just
be.
don't ask
Probably
me to
not.
help
I don't
you
know.
move.
The thought just kind of is worse the older I've gotten. As a kid, I never really cared. Maybe that just shows I had a really clean bathroom.
I always think this time I won't get nervous. And I always
Do
do.
I get square carrots in Japan or something? I don't know what it is, but American carrots are like small, tiny, scrawny, pathetic little things. They're hard to work with, not much flavor. It's awful. So I go to the Pan Asia, and they come in with these huge things, these massive things, long, girthy carrots,
Oh, God.
and veiny. They're amazing to cut. Flavor's great. I don't know what's happening.
They just have the secret carrot
Let me
sauce.
just get this out of the way.
Yeah, like it's probably just gonna put steroids in the ground or something.
I'm gonna be sore tomorrow. We've got to keep it down.
I just want to say I love the idea for a side story of Adventures Night of a detective, a Brit, a magic weapon, and a loxodon. Sorry. Cheers for the Q&A. What's a loxodon?
Those are the, if I'm not mistaken, the elephant ones. And I've always wanted to do an elephant one.
Okay,
I'll do my best, but damn,
that's right.
I can't work under these conditions.
Doing my best for you, Tibbs, alright?
If only. Those long, girthy, veiny carrots fill you up nicely, Frost. Listen, but I have not exceptional, but close to exceptional knife skills. And the little scrawny baby carrots, you can't
They're
do
just
much
a
with them.
danger.
Yeah, they really are. Just like us tiny dice, a little julienne, sure. But like these huge carrots, you can straighten them out. You can play. I feel like a carpenter on these.
Feel like
I'm making carrot planks. Like it's beautiful.
yeah, I'm using techniques y'all ain't even seen, you ain't even heard of, brother.
I don't even have a nice knife. I'm not one of those dedicated knife chefs. I'm not.
Dedicated knife enjoyer.
Just let us leave.
One day maybe, but I get too distracted to keep up with the maintenance. I used to think grinding my own knives would be cool. Like it'd be nice and zen. Not like, oh, I'm a badass, but more so like, hey, a reason to meditate, sort of. But it takes so damn long.
Later.
I don't think I need to be doing that right now.
Greetings.
Like I'm a highly productive individual, so I have to maximize my time.
A job's a job.
Carrots shouldn't need planers and table saws. Yeah, but they also shouldn't need a microscope and an X-Acto blade, you know?
No, I think that is incredibly reasonable.
Now you're cooking dinner with tweezers and a scalpel? Like, no. Grinding my own knife sounds dirty? Hey. Your mind's been affected by all these video games.
Me to save you. Nah, go on. You got him.
Need to sharpen one of my knives? Exactly. You end up with like 3 unsharpened knives and the one that's like, yeah, this'll do.
Yeah, this is the good one.
Yeah, this'll do for now. It's not my best knife, it's just the only sharpened one.
It's like I saw a picture and I'm like, man, I can't believe this is such a universal thing. And it was the picture of, it's like everyone has that one hot pot. I can't remember what it's called. Like the hot plate. Everyone has like the one hot plate that they use and the others that they don't use, and they don't, like, no one talks about it.
Yep.
Like you just have that one that you're like, this is the one that works.
Yep.
And then you move on.
Being an adult is having a favorite fork.
Seize them.
And you'll miss it.
What about favorite spoon? Or just a fork?
Favorite spoon. I think it's mostly the fork because the what is it? The frickin' shite. Why am I blanking on what the fork bits are called? The teeth. I don't know. They tend to get like the fork bits, the tines, I don't know, they get mangled and they get misaligned, and I have this one that is just perfectly aligned. So good. Being an adult's having a favorite spatula, yeah, absolutely. That's the first thing I did when I moved in with my girlfriend. I was like, let me see your kitchen real quick. And I said, these are all the fun plates that I'm not using ever.
These are the fun plates.
Yeah, because she has very like a lovely assortment of dishes and whatnot, but they're not practical. And also why she had trouble with like keeping up with washing them proper. I was like, it's because they're a pain to fit in the dishwasher.
Yep.
Don't slow down. Cretin.
If you guys have problems with keeping your kitchen clean, get some super boring but easy to clean plates. Save the fancy ones for when mom comes over, and then make her wash the dishes.
Just keep
Aww. Mom, gonna give you one job.
for your honor.
I'm sorry.
Being a kid's having a pair of Lucky underwear, that still holds true.
Lucky undies?
Yeah, Lucky undies, absolutely.
This lot don't look friendly.
All my plates and bowls come from Goodwill, absolutely. But shoot, I mean, being a cook,
Ain't you?
I'm sure people have experienced this. I'll serve my significant other, and then I'm over the sink with the spatula just eating out of the pan.
It's just out of the pan. Like, num, num, num. So
Like,
you
we're
come in to
saving,
eat? No, no, no. That means
saving
more
dishes
dishes.
here.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. What do you
I
call
knew
it?
where you were going.
Any picture in my phone of food that's homemade, that is hers, because I'm just eating out of the pan.
Hold the line.
There we go. Whee.
Dear, you've never looked more lovely. Take
We
us
reduce the
home.
kitchen dishes to just the practical stuff, been so much easier to clean. Exactly, yeah. Like, what was it? If you're single, right, you struggle with dishes, do yourself a favor. At your table, put out one plate, one bowl, one of each utensil, one cup, and then just wash that whenever it gets dirty. Don't go getting more dishes out. Don't get more forks. Do that thing where, like, you have to wash the dishes because you're using the weird fucking cup. Like, don't do that to yourself.
Can I bring my glowing red rocks along?
No serving plate? What do you mean serving plate?
The rocks
Another dish to
It's
dirty?
the
No.
corruption they leak that does that.
What's the difference?
Wear a dress.
My
lined
mom
with
insisted I
thick
needed
ridges
every
of
kitchen
armor
gadget.
and
I have a
maybe
George
diamonds.
Foreman,
Just
I
what everyone
assume you
likes
mean a
to
grill.
I'm
Yeah, a toaster oven, an Instant Pot, and 0 counters. Oh, damn. Having no counter space for all your tools.
By definition, new.
That's a shame.
But you've tested them at least, right?
And then you have to, like,
Good.
pick one to be the main one. What's your favorite kitchen gadget, Amy?
My favorite
Three
kitchen
things.
gadget?
Yeah.
That's hard.
Like, mine, toaster, gotta have it. If you have a caffeine
I do
addiction,
like a toaster.
yeah, if, like, you have a caffeine addiction, I think less of you because the coffee's taking up
Just
space, but you gotta
remember
have
when
that.
you're in there,
Air fryer, 1000%.
Oh yeah, air fryer's
Never
pretty
met the
good.
lad. Knew a concubine,
it has
though.
to have it.
Loads of children.
Intruder.
The cast iron skillet. That's not a gadget.
See, okay, yeah, no, that would just be like yeah. Because I was gonna say I'm like big fan of an electric fry pan, but that probably doesn't count.
I've got the best
Well,
of you.
something that takes up counter space. We'll go there. Because people are saying like garlic presses, and that is a great gadget, but I'm talking about like it takes up the limited counter space you have. So like blenders.
Then
and
toaster
all
because
of
it's absolutely worth its value. It's worth its space.
This will be
I
There you
would
go.
argue a jug too, purely because like electric jugs very useful.
electric jugs,
Not you put kettles like you put
kettles. Okay.
yeah like an actual kettle. Not I don't want to
Don't
put that on an
underestimate me.
oven. That's ridiculous.
Put you in a bad mood.
Fair. Electric jug. What is it? Getting electrocuted here?
Well, in my head, I remembered I had to say that it's like if it's not a kettle because
That's
that would
what I'm here
be.
for.
Right.
I command you to
And
stop.
they'd be like, but it's just sitting on the thing, and I'm like, no.
Cheap piece of junk anyway.
have an ice maker that's taking up counter space. Worth it? Need ice? Huh? I've never seen like an external ice
An
maker.
external ice maker.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I've got one of those ice doors on the fridge.
See?
Yeah, so do we.
Nothing. I'll show you.
Or even before then, I'd have ice trays. Put them in there. I didn't know they made externals. That's cool.
I have
French
like
press.
recently heard of that.
Too loud. That's a problem.
Who goes there?
Alrighty, are we making big money?
This is
Huge money.
here for.
I'm gonna see what I get.
Okay,
Now there's some other ones that I would absolutely commit to, but I don't use them frequently enough to commit the counter space. So for that, you got your rice cooker. Absolutely die by a rice cooker. But that can, you can make enough rice to last you a couple days. Put that in the closet. The slow cooker, same thing. Beautiful, wonderful thing.
Oh, I already had trade open. Replica.
It's a tie between my Zoji Rushi rice cooker and my induction hot plate. Oh man, so good. The rice cooker? Because I'm lazy. That's why. That's the thing about cooking. You're trading either flavor or convenience. That one? Definitely convenience. The teapot is what you serve the tea out of. The kettle's for heating the water to make the tea in the teapot. Oh my god. I've awakened the teapot gatekeepers. What if I just like boil the water, put it in my mouth, dip the tea in, suck on the tea bag? I've seen egg heaters as boil. Yeah, egg cookers. I've seen those. Those I feel like the effort put in doesn't really justify it. But yeah. You've awakened the British. Yeah. Yeah, that too. The rice cooker, same thing with the slow cooker. They'll keep the food warm for you.
Alex loves a rice cooker.
You can put things that aren't rice in there too. You're allowed, by the way.
What else do you put in it?
I haven't done this, but the amount of rice cooker recipes that I keep seeing on TikTok have made me curious. That this delicious one is that it looks like a bunch of Napa cabbage with some like pork slices, soy sauce, and gochujang sauce. I'm like, oh, that looks nice.
No further.
Yeah, I think so too, Speak. I think the air fryer is just the most goated.
It's so funny because my mum loves to and was so against it, and then she got one and she's like, shit.
Same, yeah.
Incredible.
I was like,
no, it's
I'm like, this isn't real. This is
It's
a
just an
gimmick.
oven.
It's a
right?
gimmick.
It's a gimmick.
Yeah, like-
It's absolutely valid and reasonable in my mind to look at that and go, gimmick. Unnecessary waste of my bench space. And then you use one and then you go, shit. I change it. I take it all back.
Can't believe it. This is probably what people felt like with microwaves when they first existed. Like, nah, nobody's gonna use that thing.
And
Why
then
do- why do
Marty
you
turned
want that?
around with a pizzazz and was like, no, this.
Incoming.
That's excessive. Something to keep your pizza at room temperature.
Stayed out of it.
That's the goat right there.
Because that doesn't even cook things. That just warms them.
I think that's
don't
really
have a-
beautiful.
I don't have a microwave. I think I could live without one. I have one though.
My turn.
Came with the house.
Aren't you supposed to defend your engineer?
What? Yeah, my brother keeps burning the rice in his rice cooker, and I just go, I thought it was supposed to not happen, but I think it's because it's a cheap one. Never seen that before.
Get that man a refund. Someone get this man
Yeah.
onto consumer services.
Oh yeah. That just seems weird to the cookie egg in a microwave. I did that once. College meals. I figured out like 5 different ways to cook eggs in a microwave. All tasted like butt, but you do what you gotta do.
All tasted like butt. Stop tasting the butt.
Can an air fryer replace a toaster oven? Like, can it just make toast too? Probably.
Probably?
Yeah.
You and I are
probably.
both saying that without much conviction, so I don't know if I believe
No. Which makes me wonder, maybe I'm just attached to the ritual of a toaster. You know, I feel like I'm operating machinery, and it gives me toast.
What an anticlimax.
I tried to cook egg in the microwave too, and I had to clean it for like 15 minutes. Dear God. Ooh. Now what you do is you take a cup, you take a little mug, put your egg in there, scramble it up, put a little milk in there, scramble that up, or whisk it or whatever you want. Throw it in the microwave for like 10 seconds, pull it out, stir it, and you just keep doing that over and over again until it's done.
it. You just keep stirring.
It makes it fluffy, but tastes like microwave.
But then it tastes like microwave.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's not in the shell. You don't just put it in there like a baked potato or something. Yeah, the lever makes it fun, right? The lever on the toast, and then the nice sound it makes.
You don't expect me to fight.
When you hear the ka-ch, it's toast time.
It's toast time.
Plot twist.
Oh, actually, that battery stuff might be listening.
It's easier to pan fry. We got 1000%, but like I said, I was in a college campus and they didn't have a kitchen like that. Just microwaves. I make scrambled eggs in the microwave. They taste like eggs, salt, and pepper. I don't know. It's just a very distinct smell. Got rid of your toaster? What the hell? You don't like a little toast? What, are you on a low-carb diet?
You don't like toast?
I don't even eat bread like that, but I have a toaster. It's a 4-piecer, too.
How much are gem cutters going for? I forgot that doing a heist thing meant I'd have to look up what I was doing.
Like, you'd think that a 4-slotted toaster is excessive.
No.
But the trick is, like, the left is for,
No.
if you're going to do 2 toasts at the same time, go for it. But the left is for toast, the right is for waffles and bagels. Oh my God. I tried cooking bacon in the microwave in my hotel room one evening. I set the fire alarms off. Oh my God. Did it taste good? I've been in school too. Sometimes I had to work with best at hand as well. Yeah, I mean, if I got desperate enough, I would just take a spoon, crack an egg on it, and use a lighter. But, you know, can't be taken. If it wasn't for my roommate doing heroin, I wouldn't have to fight for the spoon.
The one spoon?
Mm-hmm.
Let them pass! Vile! Don't move!
You can make toasting more exciting by tuning up the pop-up mechanism. Is that adjustable? No way.
That's for engineers. Toast engineers.
Right.
Keep it up, Exile.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
You can live. You're good.
Can I?
As long as you're not fighting for the needle. Exactly.
For your honor!
I'll ever use a blender or a shake bottle for eggs. No, but at the Waffle House, they use I think a little blender thing. It makes them super, it makes those omelets super
It makes
fluffy.
some soup.
Stop! Hold the line!
Ah, the
When eggheads do the spoon thing.
personal space.
It's ruining the good spoons. I saw a wax warmer that was a spoon bent over a candle. Awesome. I've seen one of those too. They're always in what do you call them? Thrift shops for some reason. Someone's grand
If you have to.
had wax warmers for some reason.
This mission is going to be spectacular. I've got all sorts
Something
of
especially wrong with
explosives to
academics
set,
that have
and
chosen
they'll
not to
never
learn
even
housework.
see
Yeah,
it
home ec's not as popular as it used to be, you
Get
know.
the
I can knit, I can cook, I can balance a checkbook, bars.
You'll have to excuse
But
me for a moment once we're back.
yeah, they don't teach that no more. We got here James Morgan, $1.99. A kid in college set off fire alarm making Waze Mac. Some of that easy
What?
Mac. Oh baby.
Some of that easy, boy.
The things the poor college kids have to go through with their microwaves. It's rough.
Oh. Oh. That might be worth some money.
There you go. Yeah, any of those boxed rice or noodle dishes. You can make delicious noodles in a rice cooker. Great.
Shakira, Shakira. Oh, baby, when you talk like that.
Be kind and rewind.
Did you watch the movie Be Kind Rewind?
Yeah, I did. It had Jack Black in it. That was when
I liked it.
I was clean off of Nacho Libre, and I was like, oh, this looks exciting. And it was more mature than I was for the age, but it was a very touching story.
I enjoyed it very much.
It was nice.
Just keep me alive. I'll do the rest.
You can defuse a bomb, but you decided to grow an attitude when the laundry had to be learned.
Things start going south in there.
It's a different brain process, okay? Home ec's just part of a mandatory curriculum in here still. Nice. I don't think America does that.
I hated having to do food.
What?
Because as a fussy eater, I didn't want to have to touch other people's dirty dishes.
problem.
I'm like, I don't want to have to touch the weird dish that was cooked
The
with.
weird
I don't want to do that. I don't want
Yeah,
to touch
that's
the
what-
weird meat juice. I don't want to touch it. And I think that's fair.
Like, if I have control of every aspect in the kitchen, I'm down.
Right?
I'll
It's
clean,
completely
I'll cook,
fine.
sure.
I am the
Easy.
same. Second, it's other people's mystery. No clue. Nah,
Yo,
I don't want to
it's
do
like,
that. I don't want to do
Now,
that.
like, you're using utensils you didn't really have to. It's all over the walls. Like, what's happening?
Quick, before they make too much noise.
Yeah,
When I
wild.
was in school, you had to take either shop or home ec. I took both, but I'm not sure
Oh.
either is still offered in school. Same.
When you got to do the optional ones, oh yeah, I did woodwork. I was the only female in the class. I loved it. Yep.
I was the only dude that took culinary first year.
Man, I loved woodwork.
Nah, go on. You got him.
I just we spent the first 2-3 weeks just filling out paperwork so that we could use the equipment. And I
knife,
said,
yeah.
I'm bored of this. you know?
Oh, wait. Yeah, you do have to go through some
I
stuff.
think this is what we're here for.
All the safety precautions. I was like, nah, throw it to the wind. It's not for me.
And then hilariously, I was like, computers, I don't touch those.
I don't want. Yeah, no. Oh, God, what a fool I was. If I could go back and be like, take IT for some reason, at least learn to type better. My God.
Yeah, I was like, oh, computers? No. I do not touch those. I am an artist.
I'll fight you. I'll bloody do
And now
it.
I make video games and talk about games on the internet for money. And I'm like, well, there we go. There we go, chat.
If nothing else,
I was
just so I
wrong.
could have my brain primed for like software and all that kind of stuff. I just don't have software brain. I can't. I feel software developers are some of the most logical minded people, and I don't have that. They're
Again,
so
I
good
love
with
it.
processes.
I love getting to. I work with everyone across every department. I deal a lot with everyone, but predominantly my focus and like in the future, if I was looking at other production jobs, I would always try and stick with devs. I love working with devs. It is so much fun. It is so much fun because then you get to hear about all the weird
You've
bugs.
never
It's so
looked
great.
More lovely.
It's so
Take us home,
great.
yeah?
That's how it goes for you.
Computers are just a fad that will soon pass. Just take me back to the mines.
Frost, did you complain about who closed over the tiniest bit of dirt when opening, or were you closing complaining about who didn't prep enough? So I was very often doing both shifts, and I hated everyone. because I was like, you're all nasty.
Y'all little
Every last
nasties.
one of you, and you don't want to do your job. I'm not going to say that most people that cook are lazy. Absolutely not. Some of the most diligent, most disciplined people I've met are cooks. But if you're not about that life, you will just piss off the people who are diligent and like just want to work, be done, no hassle, get out of there. But yeah, I can see where that came from, and I'm like, it's just a constant cycle of everyone being super petty. And I pulled an all-nighter. You're all nasty. There you go. Oof. Rasta just got off coding a game jam game last month, and I never want to see code again. I never want to see code again the first time. I just can't. I look at it, I'm like, what is this? Like, how does these strings of words make these games move? I don't get it.
Half the time we don't either. That's the
Yeah,
secret.
Nothing's getting in our way.
I try. I hated clopening, especially having to clock out for like 3 hours in the middle of the day.
Is that what
when
you
you're
call
doing-
it? Clopening.
Yeah, when you're doing both, the clopening, yeah. Yeah, and like your only free time's in the middle of the day and like everybody's busy. It's awful. It started making me very angry as an individual because there's always it's not a joke, but whenever you come in like 30 minutes before closing, right, people will be like, why, you're the worst kind of person, I just want to leave. Whereas me, I'm here like, yo, 5 hours before closing, what a dick. Like, I gotta take this stuff out, I gotta clean it up. Like, ugh. Why are you guys eating out here? That's why you leave, you know. Keep the happiness.
I always find it funny when I'm at a restaurant and they desperately want me to leave. And it's like, if you just said, hey, we're closing, like, cool, no worries at all. It's when they start getting passive aggressive with me. I'm like,
What do they do?
I'm like, I just wanted to sit down. Like, they start putting every chair up around you and just staring at you saying nothing.
That's not, I mean, that might be them, but like I've had to do that simply because like my manager will yell at me. I was like, whatever.
Which is
I'll even
fair.
tell people, I'm gonna be like, yo, y'all can stay here all night, whatever you want. I'm just gonna put the chairs up everywhere else. This isn't like a get the fuck out or
Yeah,
anything.
but see, like, you're saying that to them. No, they don't tell me anything. They just stare at me while they do it and then look kind of mad at me. And I'm like, I'm sorry?
Throwing the chairs up. Can I get you anything else while you're here? You know?
You good?
Yeah, you're right.
Should have run, mates.
That was me closing the student dining hall as a student manager. I'd stare so hard. Unfortunate. Yeah, like you just want to go home.
Which is totally fair. Like, just tell me. No, the reason it annoys me is because I'll be like, I will have checked the website and I'm like, you don't close for another hour. I might be the only people here. But
we're
yeah,
gonna close
like,
for an hour, but we got whenever the day's over, we want to close down. So like, whatever stuff you can get done before closing time, that's all you ever want.
Out of the way.
Like on a good day, you're out in 5 minutes. So I guess like a 24/7 place isn't that bad. That's why I worked at Waffle House. There was technically no like closing or opening in that sense. You just kind of handed shift off. But it was also a pain because you had to clean while everybody was there, which is kind of gross.
Just let us leave, and we saw tomorrow for sure. Good saw.
Like, what's she gonna do about it? Oh, Bobcat talking about learning the Godot engine. I tried too, and then I took like a little course on it, figured out how the language talks to itself, and then I never came back. There's too many things I want to do. Coding is one of them, but I feel like I'd have to put away like the time that I do for writing, right? The time I dedicate for exercise.
It takes up
like,
other time, right? Like, it does. It absolutely does.
like you can learn languages in your sleep. I don't think you can do that coding.
It's a language.
You just wake up talking binary.
It's a language.
Well, I'm that weird customer who asks if I should help putting up the chairs before I leave if I'm at the restaurant late. That's sweet. That's nice. Also, a liability. Don't touch my stuff.
Don't touch my stuff. Don't touch my stuff.
Yeah, Mando knows. Yeah, depends on what you order. Something simple and easy, you're good. Something complicated, they get annoyed. Not even so much as I know what you mean by complicated. Is like if I need extra utensils, if I have to take stuff out that are already open, like that's just rough. Who wants a salad at this hour?
Not me. Not me, because it is 8 a.m. Which means that's the stream over and done at the new time as well, because daylight savings hit Oz over the weekend. So this will be our regular time moving forward for the next little bit. I was going to mention that at the start of the stream and I forgot. Anyway, so I'm mentioning it now. So that was Path of Exile, new season. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy it. Thank you for just letting us chat, bant, play some PoE. For once, I was far enough in because it was a weekend that I could actually just do some more end-gamey content, which is nice. Yes, I start this stream at 6 a.m. because I have work. I have a full-time job I need to go to, and then another job after that I need to go to. Mondays are wild, y'all. My Mondays are wild. This is Monday. This is a Monday. Frost, what are you doing? What can the people find you doing?
Let's see here. Tomorrow's Monday. That means Windbreaker podcast and a fresh new cold take for you guys to look forward to. And yeah, all the usual streams. I essentially stream every day. Like Tuesdays we've got stream with Nick. Wednesday if Yahtzee asks. Thursday with Nick again. Friday with Nick again. Saturdays Better with Friends is going to be on a hiatus for a little bit. And then Sunday newly released as we did now. Yeah.
You. And then what else? What else do you need?
Did you read Andy's?
Me. This stuff.
Yes.
I don't know. I'm here. I'll probably I know I say this every time. Now that travel, I was sick. Now that bits and pieces are done, I will get back to some streaming on my own channel. Might even start using the Hoyaverse alt, which I've had set up for a very long time. So if you follow me over on Twitter, I'll probably share any video I do over there. So that you can then go find that account if you want to go check that out. Serge George Lucas is telling me a new Adventure is Nigh bonus video was dropped, so go and check that out too. All the stuff from the things.
Did you read Andy's super chat? I forgot.
No, Andy with the 50 Mexican pesos saying, I love seeing you all again. Here's to a relaxed week ahead. Heck to the yeah. Thank you so much, everyone. That is us. We'll be back next week. We'll probably play something new. Probably Broken Roads. Even though that's very text heavy. Always keen to highlight and celebrate Aussie games from cool Aussie devs. So, yeah. I believe it's coming out this week. So, we'll probably check that one out. Otherwise, go forth. Have a fantastic week. And we'll catch you next week. Bye!